Let's see how this video turns out. Good morning. It's I think the 12th. We're about 3 days from our happy place. So what do we do? Let's take the 500 up. Last time I went to fly it, I didn't have a good battery, I don't think. Well, both of our neighbors have left, and I won't lie to you, it's glorious. They were both nice. The folks here to my left, they had 2 labs, beautiful, black and yellow. And then the neighbors behind me, they were enjoying I hate to be this way, but I'm going to call them useless accessory dogs. The weather is much more pretty today. Yesterday it had a haze, and then I think we go back to that here real soon.
Binding.
That rig down there, you see the dark one in the distance? It's called New Horizons. They probably make, I don't know, 20 a year. Take it off. And I mean, you're talking about like an Italian tile. They come in, the semis pull it in. Okay, let's see if we can get a decent thumbnail. What do we call this, George? A coffee grinder? Yeah, it's very low wind right now. The one neighbor behind me with the useless accessory dogs, they you saw me fly my little bumblebee, and would tell me later on how cool it was. And then Dave, the work camper, yesterday, you might see a little video with him. He got the lesson on drones and the virtues of them when you're traveling. Basically, a cinema drone. After you fly the 6 places that are in your geographic area, they become not worthless, but seldom used. You know what I'm saying? You just seldom use them. Yeah, when I was flying 500 helicopters and 450s, I learned nose in. And remember now, my old helicopters, all they had was a tail gyro. So roll and pitch were on you. Oh, lovely. So literally, we've been here like 3 or 4 days now. I guess this is day 4, but 3 really, but 4. And the weather the first day degraded, and day before yesterday just terrible. No worries though, because we love YouTube and each other. So Netflix and HBO, and you just got to take the dogs out. Then yesterday was, like I said, hazy but beautiful, and we decided to stay in and just hang out here at camp. It was so lovely. Coffee grinder. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. Now, I thought about flying. I have 1 battery, and I still may do it, flying the coastline here with the sun out without a haze. But it was such a lovely flight yesterday. I flew out to that, you probably can't see it because of the focal length of the camera, but flew out to that channel marker out there. Lovely. All right, let's yeah, because you can fly this thing for like 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and take up the Huey. It's been a while. That could have done it. Yeah, that's why I don't like landing on tables, particularly with these things, because they are just terrible. So let's, I'm going to correct that and set this thing on the ground here in a minute.
Throttle active.
Yeah, that's all bad. Easy way to tear up your heli. Now, the way I should do this is have all these on different model settings, but I don't. And I should. Because you can leave the battery in it and accidentally fire it up along with the other model that you were just going to fire up. I've had that happen with an airplane one time. It is disconcerting. It really is, to say the least. You look over there and you see the other airplane fire up and you're like, oh man, that ain't good. Alright, so this is a quote unquote fresh battery. The Bell 206. I just charged it. Apparently that's what you got to do with these. You got to fresh charge them. And the wind's already starting to pick up. It'll be 10 miles an hour here in a bit. Feels like 7 now. Just getting some thumbnail action here. Yeah, this is not the Pro. This is the standard. Dale, you need the Pro. So where were we? Did we do shout outs yet? Rowdies. Ah! Azir. Rick. George. Stupid things are just so lovely. I don't know. This one cost me 50 bucks, 60 bucks maybe. I don't know. 30 bucks. Mike, somebody just commented on one of my videos. They're a traveler, and thank you. Forgive me for getting your handle. Yeah, I need to. The wind does get blustery down here. Need to fly that other one. Mike Evans. Hey MRC. See if I can get all the girls. We'll start backwards. Vanessa, McKenna. Gretchen, Cynthia. Cassie. Josh. Beautiful Gail. See, like Ellie, she getting old. Yeah, it's going to be a heartbreaking one day. I think I told y'all the story. The reason we ended up with Ollie was my wife is a very strong-willed, beautiful Irish woman. She really is. But in the end, she's from the generation of the 50s. And I'm Captain Kirk in my household. And she told me about 3 years ago, she goes, I don't know what I'm going to do when Ellie passes away. And I'm like, oh man, that's code for Big Daddy, you need to do something. So what I did was I got with my breeder up there in Maine, just by accident. He's one of the founding members of our local flying club.
4 minutes.
And he'd been breeding labs for years and years. He did one whelp a season. Yeah, we're running out of control for this one. Landing. So full collective. Wind's coming off the hill. Yeah, that's full collective. But Huey should do a little bit better.
Throttle hold.
Nice. And we started the ball rolling for Ollie. It's such a little joy. A hassle sometimes because he loves to pull. And gosh, there's almost, he'll hang himself if you let him. You cannot get him to stop pulling, even with the pulling harnesses. But I have 5 months to work with him up there in Maine, and we're gonna learn stay. We're gonna learn, and he does real well with stay, you know. But we're gonna properly teach him to be a proper gentleman. When we were at home for 120 days, we really didn't work with him, and that's just not right.
Switch warning. High rates. Takeoff. Stabilize mode. 0 volts.
But he's a tad spoiled. A tad. He knows he's loved, just like Ellie. He's a wee bit of a devilish child. Who'd I miss? A Virginia bareback boy who'll never see this. In the tube deep who will never see this. And anybody else I missed. It isn't that I don't love you. It's just that I'm old and forget stuff.
0 volts.
Went ahead and oiled all these heads. You're in a conundrum because these are brass bushings and stuff. You know, they're not.
Landing. Takeoff.
What you call. They're not bearings. In fact, what's cool about the. There we go. Whew, man, that thing could have popped out too. What's cool about the web forms is that literally
8.4 volts. Throttle active.
you have a repository where people have gone and redid the rotor heads on these. So what I'll do is we'll figure it out. And these may end up being static models as well. You know, when I run out of battery or the heads finally die. I don't know how many cycles these things are supposed to have, but it appears I'm trying to use every dang one of them. It'll be a little windy. Glad I thought to get out here and fly these now.
8.3 volts.
Fly them now. So yeah, gave Dave a really good 411 on how to enjoy it. The Fly More package of the Mavic 4K is $269. It's killing me not to buy one of these things. It really is. I have no use for it. I get some use out of my
8.2 volts.
2 existing drones, and to have a third one, it just doesn't make sense. And I tend to believe that eventually we're going to have some replacements for DJI. Ooh, that's 10 mile an hour. This is when I need Georgia Sport Huey. Yeah, apparently the wind predictions on the weather book were wrong. Yeah, it's a shame I can't
volts.
into coming around quicker. That's all I'd want. I mean, everything else is good. It's just yaw is so terrible. Dale, I know you're having an amazing time. Your company is just so lovely. I know you're somehow coping as best you can with retirement. When Virginia Bareback Boy was about a year out of retirement, I go, what do you think? He says the same thing everybody says. They go, I don't know how I had the time to do everything that I did when I was working, because it's all I can do to keep up with my life now. Everybody says the same thing. Yeah, one of the best things I ever did was retire early, and I told you all this 1,000 times. I sure wish I'd done it sooner. Now this SQ12 cam, which is, by the way, the only ones that are out there this small. I
7.8 volts.
my vendor on good morning. My vendor on Amazon no longer sells them. But I did notice there's an SQ28, and I think it's same form factor, but higher resolution. So I have 5 helicopters, and they offer these nice GPS helicopters now. Well, they're 600 bucks, and I can buy like 3 of these things for 600 bucks. And yes, they're bigger, and yes, they have GPS, but doggone it,
7.7 volts.
you gotta fly the ones you have, and that's a problem. I think I might have mentioned I had a full-size Convergence, and I give that thing to my buddy Eric. He loved the Convergence. Never flew it line of sight, or FPV, always line of sight. So I come home and I looked at that thing that I hadn't flown in like 4 years, and I go, it's going to Eric.
Low battery.
Alrighty. Now keep in mind I set the low battery indicator on these things very
7.5
lightly.
volts.
It's intentional.
Low battery.
So it's actually not a low battery. It's just to let me know it's about time to land. Well, there you have it, guys. It's
Low battery.
helicopter flying on Penobscot Bay on the Atlantic Ocean. And that's about all I'm going to do today.
Throttle hold.
There she is. This is pretty as a picture.
Low battery.
Thanks for hanging.
7.4
See ya.
volts.